everyone. Welcome to Championship Wrestling. Here at ringside, this is Vince McMahon along with wrestling great Pat Patterson. And indeed, we're looking forward to the appearance once again on All-Star Wrestling of Tito Santana.
Tito Santana, he's so anxious. Vince, I've said it before, he was one half of the World Tag Team Champion. He wants to get to the top again, and the way he's going, he can't miss.
Scheduled as well to join us will be Special Delivery Jones, who will actually open up things here this week, and it's pick'em time, Pat Patterson, as SD Jones squares off against Ivan Koloff.
Well, it's going to be hard to pick. I would pick Koloff because of the experience and the endurance that he can take. It's going to be a tough match, and this could be a main event anywhere, Vince, and I'm looking forward to this match.
Plus, also scheduled to join us, the Animal, George Steele, and a whole lot more. We'll be back with the opening matchup in just a moment.
Honda Selection Service Satisfaction. Nobody does it better than Manchester Honda Motorcycles.
Terrific chicken and rice. Terrific chicken and rice. Terrific chicken and... Where's the rice?
Not so terrific, Mrs. Lamont.
It came out wrong and took 25 minutes. Should have used minute rice for perfect rice every time in 5 minutes. Minute rice always turns out right. So light and fluffy and...
Delicious.
Perfect every time. Now your dish
It's going to be perfect in 5 minutes.
Minute rice. Perfect rice in 5 minutes.
Many homes are darkened by domestic violence, but any woman or child can turn to the Prudence Crandall Shelter for battered women and their children 24 hours a day by calling 225-6357. And you can help us care for them by volunteering your time or with tax-deductible gifts, which we'll pick up or you can send to Post Office Box 895, New Britain.
Discretionary viewer participation is suggested for the following World Wrestling Federation events.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Championship Wrestling, promoted by Phil Zatko, supervised by the State Athletic Commission, the Honorable J.J. Binns, Chairman, Francis Walker is the Executive Secretary, and the officials assigned, Deputy Commissioners in charge.
And here we go with the action.
This is a commercial break. The eyes of the wrestling world will focus on New Haven 1 week from tomorrow night on Sunday, June 12th at the New Haven Coliseum. What an impressive array of talent lined up in the main event 6-man tag team matchup, with Big John Studd joining forces with the Samoans and with Andre the Giant teaming up with Superfly Snuka and Rocky Johnson on the other side. There is only one word that can sum up this tag confrontation at the Coliseum: unbelievable.
SD looks good, always does, always keeps himself in great condition. So does Ivan Koloff.
Well, he's got Koloff worried because as soon as the bell rang, Koloff jumped SD, and SD came right back, and now Koloff is a little worried.
SD waiting patiently. This telecast being brought to you by the authority of the World Wrestling Federation. We'd like to remind you any rebroadcast or other use of the pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the telecast, including the imposition of a charge without the express written consent of the World Wrestling Federation, is prohibited. Locking up now, SD. Aha, cleverly done, SD. Nicely done.
I bet you SD suspected. Hey, atomic drop.
Down to the knees. SD does not cover it. Should have covered that. Now drop kick. Kick out, rather. Koloff now. Crafty, cagey. A veteran with so many years' experience. That should not indeed hurt SD. A demonstration. SD bopping into town now.
Koloff really worried. Backing up.
Yes, sir. Block punch. SD hit back. SD with Koloff right where he wants it. Jones setting up the bear. Back body drop. Whoa, wow. Cover by SD. Not much of a cover. Did not cover with authority.
Maybe SD is hurt. Maybe he's got a bad back. Who knows?
This is capacity crowd.
That's Koloff. He's a tough. He's incredible, Vince. He's very, very well conditioned. He can really wrestle. Former world champion. If you're not in good condition, when you step in the ring with that man, you might as well forget it.
SD trying to rearrange the facial features, or rather having his facial features rearranged. Lassie distracting the referee.
Well, he's trying very hard to distract the referee, but Dick is really too sharp for Blassie.
Control, the referee is hammering away on the back. SD clipped him with the left, right on the butt of the jaw. Nicely done. Missed with that one. Moving in. SD now. But Ivan Koloff caught him with that last left hand, and down goes Koloff. SD standing his ground. Headbutt again. Koloff for the ride. Oh my. Koloff bringing SD, trying to get him into the back. Oh no. Oh my. Rode him down on his chest. Lights out.
Just one slight mistake, and I wouldn't really call it a mistake. I would say a good move on Koloff's part. Moved out of the way at the last second.
We'll get the official time.
Here is the time, 4 minutes and 5 seconds. It is the winner, the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff.
Ivan Koloff gets the dub. There the freeze frame as we see the Bear with his knee in the back of SD Jones. The impact of which is enough to put, I would suspect, a lesser member of the wrestling fraternity right out of action for good. Coming into the ring now, let's go back up to live action. Tito Santana.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next contest scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing in the corner to my left from Puerto Rico, weighing 231 pounds, it is Mac Rivera. And his opponent from Mission, Texas, weighing in at 244 pounds, it is Tito Santana.
Tito Santana getting a hand here from some of the fans. Santana locking up with Mac Rivera. Here we go. Santana will have to release the hold. Leary coming out of that corner with Mac Rivera.
Mac Rivera is coming along very well, too. I remember a couple of years ago, he couldn't do too much in the ring, but now getting tougher.
Nice takedown. Santana can beat you in so many different ways. He'll test his strength with yours, his agility, all facets of pro wrestling. Scientific skill. He's really perhaps one of the most well-rounded wrestlers in pro wrestling today. Pat, would you concur with that?
Definitely. As I mentioned it before, Vince, he has a great body for a wrestler, the size, good size, and he moves well, and he's so determined.
Something else, if you get him angry, boy, he can really cut loose. He's kind of like an Ivan Putski in that regard. And when you get him angry, he's just all he sees is red.
Yes, he often loses his cool, and sometimes losing your cool, it could be good, but sometimes it could be very bad also. You lose your cool, sometimes you don't know what you're doing.
Takedown by Santana.
Santana back in a headlock again. Really putting some pressure, good leverage. He's trying to give a chance to Rivera to get up, but Rivera is back on his feet. Really working the headlock. Tackle by Tito Santana. Nice takedown.
Yes, nicely done. Handsome young man, Tito Santana. Shoulders on the canvas.
When you're handsome, good-looking men like Tito, it helps you to be popular.
Well, also, I would suspect that it's you're even somewhat more of a target for someone who would like to mess you up a bit. Lou Albano, for one, does not like pretty faces.
I can see that. He's managing the Samoans.
Oh, my. Nice maneuver. Santana off the rope again. Leapfrog. Spins around. Side. Nice takedown. Side headlock.
Tito comes from a beautiful family. I had a chance at one time, the opportunity to meet his mother and his father and his brothers. Comes from a big family. Nice people.
Santana, part of Texas, close to the Mexican border. Santana with fire. Boy, does he ever have it. Nice reversal by Rivera. Moves in, misses with the knee. Santana right there. There's that maneuver. Spins around, right back to the bridge. Look at that. 2 and make it 3.
Excellent maneuver. As I said before, Vince, once you pin someone with a maneuver like that, there's no way he can get up.
Santana. Arriba, he says.
Here is the time, 4 minutes and 15 seconds on the winner, Tito Santana.
All right, Tito Santana gets an ovation from this capacity crowd. We take a look at what we saw moments ago. Here, the reversal to the corner, missing now. Right there on top of everything. Tito Santana spins into the hold, steps across this man from there, bridges right back. In the course of that, it spells defeat for opponents. We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue with George, the Animal.
They're here, the Oldsmobile Cutlass Sierras, the car made in New England by New Englanders. And now they're here at your New England Olds dealer. And to celebrate their arrival, he's inviting you to make your best deal on the New England-made Sierra. Your chance to move up to nothing less than a Cutlass. Join the Sierra celebration today and drive home a great value.
They're here.
The car made in New England by New Englanders.
This house isn't haunted, is it? Do something, Fruit Pie the Magician.
Yeah, my what?
We're falling.
Don't drat. So are the Hostess fruit pies and Twinkies cakes.
I want to go home.
That's easy. Yahoo!
Twinkie the Kid. Saves.
Now for Hostess fruit pies, apple and cherry and Twinkies.
Cream filling. Real fruit filling.
You get a big delight in every bite of Hostess fruit pies and Twinkies cakes.
The starving brood has arrived.
Don't worry, Homer. You're gonna eat first.
Mixing it right up.
Oh, Homer thanks your grandpa, but he's strictly a gravy-trained dog. He loves the rich, thick, real meat gravy.
You can add water to the leading dry dog food or gravy up a better taste with gravy-trained dog food.
Gravy, gravy, gravy it up.
Gravy
sure makes a difference.
Gravy up the taste of real meat gravy with Gaines Gravy Train.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next contest, scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing in the corner to my right from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 235 pounds, it is Pete.
The animal outside and nothing. There's no telling what will happen when you're in there with the animal. It spells one thing for sure, though, action. Not necessarily the kind that you want to be on the receiving end of.
The following is commercial in nature. Thursday night, June 9th, this Thursday night to be exact, the World Wrestling Federation will make a return appearance to Plainville at the Plainville High School Gym, a benefit event for the Plainville Police Association. Swede Hansen will be coming to town. It seems as of late the fans are taking a liking to the big Swede. They're certainly not taking a liking to Sergeant Slaughter nor crippler Ray Stevens, and they'll be coming to the Plainville High School Gym as well this coming Thursday night, the 9th of June.
Fooled that time with the veteran Pete Sanchez. Uh-oh, what's that in his hand?
A foreign object. He gets away with everything in that ring.
We can't see it right now. Oh, my. Freddie Blassie distracts referee, and the animal lets his opponent have. Look at that. Look, look. Now, there's no rhyme or reason to what he's doing.
None whatsoever.
Look at that. Look at the animal all down in it. The animal rolled down into the turnbuckle, loves it, lapping it up with that lizard-like green tongue. Look at it.
You can't actually call this man a wrestler.
He's a freak. Look. A fetish for a corner pad turnbuckle. Look at this. And Pete Sanchez. All in his face, raked in the eyes and the nose, all up in the nostrils, in the mouth. Look at the animal. He's got the whole pad over, turning it down his throat, right down his throat.
He should be disqualified.
Look, now look how he comes over and caresses it. Look at this. Actually caressing the buckle, licking it a bit. Right back into more. There's that flying hammerlock. Submission hold. Pete Sanchez bites the dust.
How can any wrestler, Pete Sanchez is a fine wrestler, how can you have a chance with a man like this that gets away with everything? He threw Pete Sanchez outside of the ring, ran his head to the steel post.
Right back into Sanchez. Picking that same arm and shoulder. Look, now look. Breaking all the, yeah, covering him. Oh, Leonard. Down into his ears. The referee got some as well. Up in the nostrils of Pete Sanchez. Cut in the eyes. Look at him. He's covered in it. Absolutely covered in it.
I hope someone gets to stop this man and stop him for good. This is ridiculous.
Look at all that hair all over his body. Freddie Blassie patting him on the, now beating him with the cane. Looking down on Sanchez, another handful of that stuffing. Rakes in the face. Finally, the animal leaves the ring.
It is a time, 2 minutes and 26 seconds. The winner, George the Animal Steele.
Look at him. What's he eating now?
I don't know what he's eating.
Part of the corner pad, part of the buckle. Look at it. The animal chalks up a victory for himself. Victory after victory. Ready?
Un momento feliz que pudiera no volver a verse. El glaucoma puede causar ceguera sin indicios de advertencia en sus primeras etapas, pero puede controlarse. Por lo tanto, si usted tiene más de 35 años de edad, examine profesionalmente sus ojos con regularidad. No deje que el glaucoma le robe su vista.
From imagination and engineering comes a whole new generation of Zenith System 3 television. The sharpest picture Zenith has ever created. Remote control convenience that puts over 100 broadcast and cable channel capability at your fingertips. And handsome new contemporary cabinet designs. New Zenith System 3. Part of the new generation from Zenith, where the quality goes in before the name goes on.
Wow, Stanley garage door opener's got solid state, like a computer. Is that why you got it?
Yes.
Oh, that's part of it.
Direct gear drive, no belts or pulleys to wear out. Of course.
Oh, that's part of it.
Right. Digital transmitter sets our own code.
That's part of it.
Come on, Mom, why'd you buy it?
It's a Stanley. We knew we could do it ourselves.
Buy a Stanley opener for Dad and get a socket set free from Stanley.
Available for Father's Day at Bradley's and Scarrett Home Centers.
I'll show you why a professional likes Reynolds quality plastic wrap. For starters, it handles like a dream. Next, try this test at home. Reynolds plastic wrap and the leading brand. Reynolds holds its shape better, and that gives Reynolds its super tight cling. Try wrapping both halves of an onion. Set your timer for 5 minutes and see for yourself. For better cling, try Reynolds quality plastic wrap. The plastic wrap professionals use.
Depression, acute anxiety. This year, millions of people will suffer from emotional problems. Professional social workers who provide most of the mental health treatment in this country are trained to help people work out their problems. Loss of a job, divorce, family problems, or poor health could be the cause. Professional social workers. Contact our national office or your state chapter. Sometime in your life, you'll need us. When you do, we'll be there.
Event to take place in New Haven, Connecticut, for the benefit of keeping the Connecticut, indeed the New England area wrestling fans abreast as to what's happening in the area. We'd like to make mention of a very unusual type match, in the main event at least. Unusual in that there will be 6 gentlemen in the 6-man tag team matchup, which is a matchup that's likely to get out of hand. Under normal circumstances, of course, a normal Australian-style tag team match can get out of hand, but when you have 6 competitors, there's no telling what will happen, especially these 6. When you consider on the one side, Superfly, Jimmy Snuka, sensational Rocky Johnson, teaming up with the one and the only Andre the Giant. A great tag team indeed on its own. Consider, however, the merit of the opposing team. That of the World Wrestling Federation tag team title holders, Afa, Sika, the Samoans, as they team up with a man whose statistics read like 6 feet 10 inches, 360 plus pounds of Big John stud. With that in mind, our guests now are Freddie Blassie, Louis Albano, along with the tag team title holders.
Sika and Big John Stud against Rocky Johnson, Andre the Giant, and the man that you know I have a personal vendetta against, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, the man that I, Captain Lou Albano, formerly managed, the man that disgraced the captain, and now I have the moment of revenge. Now I can send his own so-called brothers, Afa and Sika, to strike and to destruct and to humiliate, and to hurt, and to maim, and to pour salt upon the wound of Jimmy Snuka. Have you got it, Jimmy Snuka? You disgraced the captain, and now you'll pay with Afa, with Sika, with Freddie Blassie, with Big John Stud.
Freddy. Hola,
All right, Mr. Blassie, we're going to have a word with you.
That shows you. These men are indestructible. Andre the Giant, Jimmy Snuka, and Rocky Johnson. You got the beating of your life in store for you because these men don't know the meaning of quit. Look at that. The captain, I guarantee you, is hitting him. It would destroy somebody else if they were to stand there.
All right, now, Big John Studd, Mr. Blassie.
Big John Studd, very agile. Andre the Giant.
Compared to Andre?
Compared to Andre. Andre the Giant is just like an elephant with 3 broken legs compared to Big John Studd. Big John Studd is like a flying, leaping gazelle.
All right, thank you very much for your time. As confusing as this is, and you can bet it is most confusing, there is obviously no telling what will happen in the way of confusion, pandemonium, etc., when you consider again the merit of the individuals whom we just saw, coupled with Big John Studd, and compare and contrast those credentials, if you would, to the opposing threesome. In a moment, our guest, Rocky Johnson, along with Superfly, Jimmy Snuka, and gentlemen, teaming up with Andre the Giant has to be one of the great threesomes. Superfly, what's going through your mind right about now?
Well, let me tell you something, Vinny. We just been standing in the background and watching our amateurs and watching these men coming out there and beating up on each other. Now, I would like to know what's really on their mind as far as I'm concerned, and Brother Rock, and of course our main man, Andre the Giant. Now, we all know, ladies and gentlemen, that Andre is inside there for one reason, to go against one man that he wants to really get to finish him off. As far as me and Brother Rock, we got the 2 Samoans to take care of. But Brother Rocky, man, can you explain to me, brother, what it means to see these men come out here and beat up on each other like that? Are they trying to prove something to us?
I think they try to psych us up here, Jumbo. You know, I wasn't impressed. I'm not taking anything from these guys. These guys are rough and tough and do anything in their power to win. But to me, it makes them a little bit goofy to stand out here and punch and kick on each other. But when you're in that ring, you're going to be trying to punch and kick on us. But one thing about it, we're going to be punching and kicking back. So you guys show up, because I guarantee you, we'll be there.
Sunday night, June 12 in New Haven.
Honda Selection Service Satisfaction. Nobody does it better than Manchester Honda Motorcycles.
The Senior Community Services Employment Program provides older workers with the opportunity to again lead productive lives.
And it gives you a sense of being among the working society. And God bless the ones that originated the program.
Title V truly is a program that works. Job placements in the private sector make it work even better.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children she didn't know what to do. Even if you have only one child, there may be times when you don't know what to do. If you're a single parent, you may feel overwhelmed by responsibility. When a parent remarries, combining families may be a troublesome time. Sheldon Community Guidance Clinic offers mental health services to children, adolescents, and their families. If one of these shoes fits you, Sheldon may be able to help. Call 223-2778.
Hi. No, I feel fine. No problems. No, I haven't missed any work days yet. I'm not due for another 2 months. I plan to work right up to the end. I have no reason to stop working before I have the baby. No, I don't want to quit. I feel fine. You're going to fire me because I'm pregnant?
This is illegal. Contact the Permanent Commission on the Status of Women to find out your rights.
Relearning housekeeping skills such as meal preparation can be the key to independent living for persons with a disability, thanks to occupational therapists. Hundreds of thousands of people are helped back to the mainstream of life every year. Occupational therapy is a special way of caring. For more information, contact Hartford Easter Seal Rehabilitation Center at 243-9741.
Contest is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing in the corner to my right, from Santo Domingo, weighing in at 240 pounds, here is Israel Mattia. And in the corner to my left, from Washington, D.C., weighing 250 pounds, here is Rocky Johnson.
Rocky Johnson looking good. Rocky getting set to lock up with Mattia. We're set for the action to commence.
Pausing for this commercial timeout, some questions remain to be answered and probably will be at the New Haven Coliseum 1 week from tomorrow night. Question number 1. Can Tony Gurria figure out the mystery of that forearm pad that is on Iron Mike Sharp's elbow and forearm as well? Number 2. Can Ray the Crippler Stephen hold off a tremendous challenge in the personage of Salvatore Bellomo? Number 3. Who will win the tag team matchup involving the Mighty Midgets? June 12th, the answers will come out in New Haven.
Johnson taking it easy on Mattia, allowing him to get back to his feet, get himself together. Rocky Johnson, the sporting man, as it were.
I just love the way he moves. He really is something else. I've said it so many times. He's spectacular. It's really a pleasure to watch a man like him in the ring.
All-around athlete. Just tremendous agility possessed by this man.
It's amazing because of the way he's built. Usually when you work out and you're built like that, you can't really move as fast as Rocky Johnson does.
Oh. No more Mr. Nice Guy. To a certain extent, that is quite true as it relates to Rocky Johnson. Ever since the Morocco affair on television, Rocky felt that he should be justifiably the reigning Intercontinental Champion, and feels that he's just not going to get anywhere unless he's more aggressive. Would you concur with that, Pat?
Well, very true, Vince, and he told me many times, he says, Pat, no more nice guys. They want to fight, I'm going to fight back, you know. And Rocky likes to wrestle. He likes to beat his opponent with wrestling maneuver, with the ability that he has. Now, they want to fight dirty, I'll fight dirty. And in my book, he's truly a champion.
Rock ramming the forearm up a little bit more, hammerlock.
Putting a lot of pressure on the shoulder. Very painful hold.
Mattia trying to get back to his feet, does indeed. Making his way to the rope. Gets an arm and a knee, a leg over. The referee asks for the clean break.
Mattia so far has not been able to do nothing.
Rocky keeping him, that is Mattia, off balance with a little slap in the face there with the left hand. He's very, very quick hands on the part of Rocky Johnson. Great amateur boxer. Could have been almost any professional athlete he chose to be, and he chose the world of professional wrestling. Mattia kind of trying to maul Rocky Johnson a little bit here.
What was he trying to do? Rub his beard. Yeah, he's rubbing his beard into it.
Well, it's more of the chin. I think he's trying to get into the neck area. But look at Rock. Look at Rock. Aha! Look at Rock.
Oh, easy fuming.
Oh yeah, Rocky Johnson in control. Drop kick right in the face. Caught him with a left foot in the face. Rocky Johnson gets him over. Boston Crab rocks back and gets it down deep. Sinks it down. Yeah. Wow.
He's still hot. Was he putting on the pressure on that Boston Crab?
You're talking about no more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm a believer, I'm telling you.
Here is the time. 3 minutes and 57 seconds. The winner, Rocky Johnson.
Rocky Johnson gets the dope. We took you to what we saw. Took you to what we saw earlier on. We go back now. Rocky Johnson in control all the way. In a moment, we're going to take you to Buddy Rogers' corner. Look at that drop kick. Right in the face. It's a wonder it didn't take his head off his shoulders. Rocky spinning around in a Boston Crab, and like you said, look at him rock. Look at him sink it down deep. That's a painful hold. That is submission. The views expressed in Rogers' corner, those of Buddy Rogers alone, not necessarily those of us here on Championship Wrestling or the station. With that in mind, we welcome Mr. Rogers.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My guest this week happens to be a real favorite of World Wrestling Federation. This fella was perhaps as good an athlete as you can get in the world today. Number one, he was outstanding in football, played 2 years for the Kansas City Chiefs, and was also World Wrestling Federation tag team holder with Ivan Putski, none other than Tito Santana.
Buddy, thank you very much. I love the Worldwide Wrestling Federation. I love the fans. I want to thank all the fans. You know, I've been gone for about 3.5 years, and I've been getting letters from the fans around here. Everywhere I've been, the people have followed me. They followed my career, and I've done well. And it's great to be back. Quiero tomar la oportunidad para saludar a toda la gente mexicana, los puertorriqueños, los cubanos, todos los latinos que me están escuchando. Me siento muy orgulloso de regresar aquí a New York. The Big Apple, baby. Arriba!
With that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go back to ringside wrestling. Thank you.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the next contest scheduled for with one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing in the corner to my right from Dawson, Georgia, weighing 240 pounds, here is Charlie Brown. And his opponent from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 282 pounds, here is Iron Mike Sharp.
Well, Mr. Sharp is hardly a wimp.
I guess it's
but apparently
he's not a wimp, but it aggravates him, so that's why they call him a wimp.
Well, he is in no way a wimp. This man is tough. We're set for action here. Mike Sharp against Charlie Brown. Here we go. Surprisingly, Pat, Charlie Brown is not attacking Mike Sharp. Sharp wants to take on everyone in the audience, but Brown's just laying back.
Well, you know, this is what individual likes to do. He wants to wait for his opponent to get... The bell's already rung. If I was Charlie Brown, I would immediately jump on Sharp. Whether his back is turned or not, I couldn't care less. First of all, you got to know what type of man he is. He's tough. He doesn't care about the rules. You got to take advantage of that situation. The man is upset. He's turned his back. Turns his back to you. Go ahead and jump him. Well, Lou Albano trying to calm everyone down. It only serves to incite everyone. Albano's not doing Mike Sharp any favors at all.
Cover. That's it. Mike Sharp does not like being called a wimp. And you know, this man, I think, would take on everyone in this arena, all thousands of them. He'd take them on one by one or all together if he had the opportunity, Pat.
I'm sure he would. He's that crazy. He'd do anything. You never know what he's going to do. He'll fight outside there. Look at him breaking chairs. He's really upset. And I tell you, Vince, this is not one man you want to fool with. He is a tough wrestler. He knows what he's doing. And it's still, that arm brace that he's wearing, it's still very, very questionable.
Again, this capacity crowd chanting, whip, whip.
Here is the time, 3 minutes and 20.
You're on the whips! You're on the whips!
Time is 3 minutes and 22 seconds. The winner, Iron Mike Sharp.
Mike Sharp victorious.
People remember Bill Savage for many things. For his famous wink, for standing on his head, for wearing watches on his ankles. But the thing to really remember Savage for is this. Bill Savage's been selling diamonds since 1919. Diamonds so precious, they'll bring tears to your eyes. You save up to 30% at Savage and get a generous money-back guarantee. But best of all, you get a diamond merchant with over 60 years of behind-the-counter experience. Bill Savage.
Suddenly my TV gives me big-time sports every day, not just on weekends.
I never thought that television could tell me so much about how to live better.
And look pretty.
It's good to know that now, no matter what time I get home, I can relax with the kinds of programs I like best.
What changed TV for these people? They got cable TV. Do they like it? Listen.
Now I can watch professional college and regional events shown only on cable.
I enjoy the concerts, the terrific programs for my kids, and the shows especially for me.
With around-the-clock news, I can always catch up on the latest headlines. And on premium channels like HBO, I see all the best new movies without interruptions.
With so much to choose from, it's time you had cable TV. Just call toll-free 1-800-331-1000. For a limited time, you'll save 50% off the regular installation charge and get this nylon weekend bag free. Call now for cable TV, 1-800-331-1000.
Got a hunch? Now every day there are 2 games to play with Play 4 and the daily numbers. Because every day you can play your favorite 3 digits in the daily numbers and your favorite 4 digits in Play 4. You can play a hunch and the bill for lunch. You can play your weight and your full birth date. You can play the express and your home address. You can even play your whole phone number. Every day you've got 2 ways to play with Play 4 and the daily numbers.
And the next contest is scheduled for 1 fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing in the corner to my left from New York City, weighing 235 pounds, here is Jose Estrada. And his opponent, the corner to my right from Lexington, Tennessee, weighing 225 pounds, here is Eddie Gilbert.
Should be an outstanding matchup here. Eddie Gilbert to take on Jose Estrada, 2 very evenly matched contestants. And we're just about ready for the action to begin.
Pausing for this commercial break. In upcoming wrestling action in the month of June, on Sunday, June 19th, the Bristol Central High School will open its doors for the Mat Sportive World Wrestling Federation action. Signed to appear will be Tony Gurria, as well as the magnificent Morocco in Bristol at the high school June 19th. Then on Thursday, June 23rd, in Norwich at the Norwich Rose Arts Festival, you're going to see Sergeant Slaughter as well as champion Bob Backlund at the Norwich Rose Arts Festival, June 23rd.
Gilbert and Estrada, Pat Patterson, pick'em time. Who will take it?
Well, this match, Vince, should be, they're both evenly matched, and it'll be hard to pick a winner. Very, very hard, because both men, both have the speed. They both have the same experience, same size, so Estrada a little bit bigger than Gilbert. It should be a very good match. We should see some beautiful wrestling maneuver here.
We've got a lot of speed, as well as aggressiveness. Both wrestlers quite aggressive.
We'll see a lot more wrestling than we saw in the last match.
Well, that was hardly wrestling in the scientific sense of the word.
Look at Estrada actually choking Gilbert.
Oh, my.
I must say, I respect Estrada. Yeah, you got to give him credit. This man can really wrestle.
Caught one in the breadbasket from Gilbert. Coming up from downstairs, another one. Uppercut. Has something behind those punches, which is unusual from his leverage point. Look at this. Gilbert coming on strong now. To the buckle. Estrada out. Oh, my. Covered. No, easy kick out by Estrada. Tough man to pin is Jose. Again, covered by Gilbert. Only one. And this time it's Gilbert caught in the breadbasket in an uppercut.
Gilbert, he knows because of his size, he has to fight twice as hard. And he has to come up with different types of wrestling maneuver that would fit for his size. And he's been doing very, very good at that.
Eddie Gilbert in the clutches of Jose Estrada.
And one thing that's really helping Gilbert is his beautiful amateur wrestling background. This kid has been in the ring, I should say not professionally, but he's been in the ring ever since he was 5 or 6 years old. His father used to take him in the ring and work out with him, and he was just a little baby. So he feels comfortable in the ring.
Knee to the back of the head on the part of Estrada. Eddie Gilbert having his Jose Estrada over the corner now, adjusting that corner pad, leaving the exposed steel ring. Bringing Gilbert right over. Look at this, still enough behind the young man. Uh-oh, brings him right back. Block! No, it's Estrada down.
And he really put Estrada right through that, right through that corner.
Bit of poetic justice moving in now. Eddie Gilbert hammering away on Jose Estrada. Estrada right back with a rake.
Estrada quick as a cat.
Look, there's a cut on, there is. You can see the slash there on the forehead of Eddie Gilbert from hitting that ring, apparently. Just under the hair. No, he's got a
Band-Aid, I think.
That's right. Cut healing up a couple of weeks ago from Alpha and Sika, the Samoans, whom, of course, we are scheduled over most of these same stations to have with us later, after this match. This one winding down, and it looks like Estrada is going to take it. Estrada with perhaps a little more professional experience, Pat, even though you mentioned the time in the ring that Gilbert has had. Estrada has perhaps a little more, just a slight edge.
Definitely professional experience, sure. Estrada has more experience. Look at him go, Gilbert. Oh, I just love
He
to
is
see
a
that
house
young
of
man.
fire. He is a house of fire. Gilbert sets him up. Drop kick. We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue.
Honda selection, service, satisfaction. Nobody does it better than Manchester Honda Motorcycles.
Rapids ahead, Captain Cupcake!
And alligators behind, mates!
Look, Bob, we're going over!
So are the Hostess Cupcakes!
And Twinkies cakes!
Yahoo! Twinkie the Kid!
Thanks, Twinkie!
Time for Hostess Cupcakes and Twinkies!
Golden cake! Chocolatey cake! Both with cream filling!
You get a big delight in every bite of Hostess Cupcakes and Twinkies cakes! Yahoo!
It means a lot to have employment, to be employed, to be somebody, so to speak.
To Gregory Hunter and millions of other Americans, employment means more than a job. It means dignity and self-esteem.
You cannot get very much dignity if you're on pounding these sidewalks every day.
Unemployment is not just someone else's problem. It affects every American. You and I can do something about it by supporting the Campaign for Human Development, United States Catholic Conference. If you want peace, work for justice.
There are a lot of things this woman could be. There's only one thing stopping her, a job. That's where the National Alliance of Business comes in. There's a new program run by private local business and backed by the government that can provide you with a whole new labor pool, help pay to train them, or save you money on your taxes. And all you have to give is a job to someone who's hungry to work but who's never been given the chance. Call your local National Alliance of Business or toll free. Work, America. It makes good business sense.
One of the terrific opportunities in America is junior achievement, where kids can learn how to make it in the private enterprise system.
What do you say in the USA? Make it with junior achievement.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the next contest, it is a non-title tag team match scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing in the corner to my left from Columbus, Ohio, weighing 245 pounds, here is Frankie Williams. And his partner from St. Pete Beach, Florida, weighing in at 229 pounds, here is Barry Hart. And in the corner to my right, at a combined weight of 598 pounds, here are the World Wrestling Federation's Tag Team Champions, the Wild Samoans.
Oh, they're Tag Team Champions, all right. Alpha, Sika, they are something. By the way, for the benefit of those of you, apparently we owe you an apology for cutting away for a commercial a little early before that last match ended. We'd like to let you know that Jose Estrada had everything going his way until he was met with Eddie Gilbert in a small package, just like that. It turned around and it was a quick 1, 2, 3. So Gilbert takes the Duke in that last match. And again, our apologies. We're set for action here. It looks like it's going to be Alpha starting things off for his team against Barry Hart for the opposing team. Here we go.
This is a commercial break. The Super Wrestling Extravaganza, 1 week from tomorrow night at 8 p.m. at the New Haven Coliseum. Pick up your advance tickets at the Coliseum box office. Ticketron, Libra, AA in Waterbury. Salvatore Bellomo, Iron Mike Sharp, S.D. Jones are among those coming on the card, as well as the 6-man tag team match. June 12th in New Haven, Big John Studd teaming up with the Samoans to meet the threesome of Rocky Johnson, Superfly Snuka, and Andre the Giant.
Hart is having his problem. Oh, missing off a drop kick by Hart. Barry Hart missing with a second drop kick as Alpha simply backs away.
Say anything you want about the Samoans. They may be crazy, but when it comes to the ring, they know what they're doing.
Appa kicking away.
They're not tag team champions for nothing.
Down into Appa, into Sika. You wonder what would give there. Nothing. Hart to the rope. Appa. Ooh, my.
For a big man, they are quick.
Very quick. You don't get any tougher up across the back now. Samoan drop. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Easy victory for Appa and Sika.
And they have so many of them. So many victories.
They do. There will be a tag team combination that will defeat them. You wonder when. You wonder how.
And I wonder who.
Are you kidding me?
Here is the time. 2 minutes and 27 seconds. And the winners, the World Wrestling Federation's Tag Team Champions, the Wild Samoans.
Appa and Sika, two of the toughest men you will ever see in or out of the ring. Next week, you see the feature matchup. Ivan Koloff set to take on Eddie Gilbert. That should be an outstanding matchup, especially considering Mr. Gilbert's victory, which unfortunately we did not see. We saw some of it, but nothing of the match. Nonetheless, we'll have Eddie Gilbert back here with us against the Russian Bear. Also scheduled to join us, ladies and gentlemen, as we're told, the Animal will be back. Plus, Tito Santana and a whole lot more. All kinds of excitement next week right here on Championship Wrestling.
There's one